Good to go. Philips Evangelion against Valorando, our lower bracket final, ladies and gentlemen. And it is going to be absolutely epic here at the level Clash. It's going to be awesome. So let's get ready for a bit of action in this rematch. The last time Philips Evangelion able to clutch out the victory with the 13-11, but Valorando, they are out for blood right now. They want revenge in this lower bracket, and let's see if they can actually pull that off.
So we are seeing a little bit of a change from Philips Evangelium in the pick. Still no Cypher, but I think yesterday we saw, instead of the Sage, we saw a Raze, right? So now seeing the Sage, a little bit more of a conventional kind of lineup from them. You're only going to find the first pick. It starts off very fast here. Of course, Flashes coming in as well, just rushing straight in towards C. Jaken, though, holding off on the defense, dropping that spike. The rotation's going to start to come in. The fade away from Rax, though, beautiful stuff. Spike plant at the very least will come through, but now into a 3 versus 3.
Yeah, once again, here comes the next kill. Kane again delivering. Very well done by him here. 2 versus 3 situation as the defenders are trying to retake. Need to go through the wall though, trying to peek a little bit at the side here. And also moving through the tunnel. Philips Evangelion trying to make the play. Valorando already well set up, waiting for the move onto it. There's the headshot though, but Kane comes in again and takes Scoutmeister down.
Yeah, a bit of a shame the headshot didn't quite connect. Got the orb out there, wasn't expecting the cage to drop, and Durspo just gets caught in no man's land. Gonna get taken down. The pistol going the way of Valorando. It was a nice hold here, as you can see on the replay, in towards middle, but unfortunately, yeah, that fade away is just the perfect time, right? Just before the flash comes in.
Good start for Valorando, so this is exactly the situations that we've been going over yesterday. We still have a bit of a buy for them. Spectre in particular has been picked up, as you can see, from Braxco. Kane himself with the Bulldog, so they actually have more than enough money on quite a few of these players right now to go for more or less, well, not a full buy, but a proper buy. Bulldog's still a very, very good weapon, especially in the second round, and even carried over into the third with no problem at all. Gets the full armor together with it, so that's going to be nice. Bit of damage over on Valorando's side. Kane has to actually heal himself up here on the Sage side. The attackers still looking for the first kill. Got one already. Scoutmeister goes down as Braxco comes into A, and that triggers an immediate pickup on the spike, and the team starts to rush over. Whereas Philips Evangelion actually has not really made a rotation yet, and they lose NKX as well.
A little bit unsure, I think, of what to do, how to react. Slowly just trying to creep in and maybe find, once again, a straggler on the backside, as a lot of players do in these pistol buy rounds. But Chris is really liking the Guardian. However, Bjorli will catch him off guard. There's another round the corner, ready to maybe try and find the trade frag. Oh, but he actually finds both. Shame we missed it from his perspective. I'm sure that was pretty nice, but all the same, relatively clean round coming in from Valorando.
Starting off with a 2-0. Nicely done here. Very clean rounds by them. Up to this point, not really losing a lot of agents there either. So a very, very strong setup at this point for the attackers. Again, placing a spike here in the middle. I'm gonna double check on C and A if they can get a quick kill here. Philips Evangelion definitely a bit rattled here in the earlier stages of this match. Of course, still a best of one. You know, the good old cam of Cypher in the position up here at the top. It's been taken out yet. Tries to actually push through A short here. That could be a kill real quickly. Be careful, really. I mean, A short, that little copy over there is going to be a bit of a problem. They're super close to each other. Nobody peeking around the corner yet, but also the double doors are currently being watched. Just towards the right. Slow approach right now. And Brimstone's falling back onto A. C gets the kill on the other hand. Nicely done.
Definitely a nice pickup. I don't know about this peek here from the spike carrier, trying to trade the frag back. Got to be careful, splitting up. The rest of his team is moving up middle. Yeah, okay, they seem to have gotten his attention so that he doesn't just lose the spike needlessly. I think they are going to try and go for the C play through garage, however. Only 40 seconds left. They're a man down. They've got to try and win this advantage. They surely know that he's here. He's edging through these angles. Oh no, it doesn't quite land onto him. He still manages to pick up one. That's pretty big, to be honest. There's still the Sage on the site. They're going to go down now into a 3 versus 2. However, quick rotations for the trades are solid from Valorando. They finally got control of that C-bomb site, going to get the spike down.
Kayned again with the kill, turning it into 2v2. Spike is down, that's huge. There's another 300 credits already. Of course, they want to get more than that. No heal at this point for Sage. Needs to wait for the cooldown here. Here comes Scoutmeister with a double kill. Picks both of them, and there's the defuse. Well done. Philips Evangelium, Scoutmeister stepping up to the plate just in time. Gets the kill against the remaining 2 attackers, and they get the defuse through. Well played by them. And off we go.
Yeah, I think this round is going to be quite an important one, as you can see from the buy here. Zilf, once again, shout out. Pretty important round to be highlighting, as it is an opportunity, if you look at the economy of Philips Evangelium, to crush them here on the Valorando side of things. They did indeed manage to get on the board there, but it's a question of keeping it consistent, right, and making sure that your economy is not reset. That's a nice way to open it up. NKX loves getting aggressive. He finds an opening pick. Fioli as well with the run it back. Not going to be able to find too much here. Unfortunately, gets slowed down. No information even, just a waste of his ultimate there.
Yeah, and that's one of the few things that they can actually do to get information in the first place. We've been highlighting the agents that are being played on their side. Scoutmeister with another kill, taking Kayned out right away. The Sage player eliminated. That's already huge. No more heals, no more potential resurrects. That leaves 3 agents standing for Valorando. Trying to make the play for A now. Over here, ult is coming in as well, as Brimstone is trying to make the play, but Lucka with the Incinerary in this Brimstone battle gets Scoutmeister. Nicely done. Now they have a chance to move on to A, but the entire defender side has already rotated in. Yeah, and that triggers Valorando to simply say, alright, if you want A, then we go to B or C, no problem.
No more charges left.
They did quite a bit of this yesterday when they were playing on Haven, regardless of who it was against. The rotating back. I think the idea is that if they don't read into the fact, right, the map is so big. But we'll see here, they have actually rotated across really, really quickly. Lucka, however, is getting these entries in solidly. Durspo at the back of the site, though. Are they going to expect him here? I think he has just stepped and made a bit of noise, so they may well have heard him. He's going to go creeping around, trying to find anything, but no one's really peeking aggressively. Rax does go down, however. Meanwhile, at long is where Lucka is at, the final player remaining. I think the hold's going to come in. The orbital strike, though, to get them off the bomb. It is certainly halfway defused, but now he has a bit more of an idea of where they're at. He's able to push up aggressively, peeks the smoke, but immediately taken down. A big round picked up by Philips Evangelium.
Yeah, NKX with a triple kill here, and that was highly important. I mean, Lucka beforehand was actually absolutely popping off for the team here and really allowing to get them into that position in the first place. But now the score is tied, actually. 2v2. And on the buyer side, there's actually not really all that much money available for Valorando, so they will likely play an eco round here. Kayned in particular just did not have enough to afford himself a big armor and also proper weapons, so now going up against an opponent that's rocking mainly Vandals and Phantoms again. With only a single Bulldog on Rax's side, he's the only one to pick himself up something a little bit more sturdy here. Yeah, but
a bit different from...
They are actually going through a short, and that move is going to be missed completely. Okay.
This could be really big. There's no one on the A site either. I don't really know what's happened here. It's definitely a messy one.
Pushed out A long, as he did a few times. NKX gets the initial kill, though, so that's big. Ooh. NKX with another one. Braxco with a counter. Scoutmeister takes Lucka apart. Does not get fooled here at all. Scoutmeister with another pick. Braxco down. That leaves Kayned, the last man standing. He doesn't stand a chance as Jackie comes around the corner, around the box, and takes him down with the Vandal. The lead for the defender side, 3-2. Third loss in a row now also for Valorando, which means that they get 2,900 credits with that loser's bonus. Plus, in addition to that, they planted the spikes. That's another 300 credits right there. So 3,200 for this round, including the few kills that they could get with 200 each. Puts them into a pretty comfortable spot when it comes to buying themselves some utility and proper weapons. Even the op now coming in from Lucka.
Yeah, that's what we like to see as well, right? The operator on this man was so effective yesterday. He was so good with it. More so on the defense, I have to say, but all the same. There's a lot of potential in this round, I think. 4 ultimates available for Valorando. I feel like that's what they were after in the previous round. Meister, rather. Going to get aggressive once again through the window. This is something we saw them do a lot yesterday, getting aggressive in at mid, and it's successful. Really like this, actually, from Philips Evangelium. They get aggressive, they get the frag, and then most of them back away, just leaving the one man to keep that presence around. Jake going to find Braxco as he tried to get aggressive on A. They're split all over the place on the Valorando side of things. It's really fallen apart as Scoutmeister going to get a 3K in this round. Chris, the only one left. He's got to find 3 more, and he's on 33 HP. Don't see it happening, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking very much like he is going to either save or maybe try to get a sneaky plant in, but I highly doubt that. He's playing it slow now. We have 3 defenders on A, some of them already starting to rotate over again. But Scoutmeister in particular, just getting that triple kill in, just shut Valorando down cold. Early on already, the kill against Cypher, against Rax. Oh, that was a big step back, and it is tough now. This was the round that they saved for. He's just waiting out the timer, not even trying to go for the spike here, simply attempting to see if maybe someone peeks the corner they can take, either on A long or coming from short.
Be a little bit of a boring end to this round, unfortunately, folks, but it is what it is. Has to happen from time to time. But yeah, I really want to see some improvements here from Valorando on their just kind of the coordination, right? They fall flat to the Russian at middle, which is kind of fair enough. I think it's a really tough area that defenders can actually dedicate a lot of players to and not sacrifice too much control of the other sites, particularly if it goes well. But then it's more the question of the recovery of peeking into Scoutmeister. He gets 3 kills, so he's not dealt with at all. And then also, like, you have players running in at different angles at different times. They're not quite prepped for it. Braxco on the A site trying to push round. It was very messy. And I think they just, again, need to rein things in. Someone needs to say, okay, just focus, right? Just focus. Because at the moment, we're being very messy and very all over the place.
Yeah, and of course, with the last round lost, this is another half-equal round at least for Valorando. They were in a pretty awkward spot here. Chris, again, getting the kill here with the ult.
He's so good with it.
He's so incredible with this. He got multiples yesterday. Today, he gets another one. Braxco gets a kill against Jacket. Rux one against Scoutmeister. What a flawless win here. Such an important round, and more so, super impressive by them, since they didn't go for a full buy there at all. We saw some of them with the Sheriff. We have actually Kane. He came in with a normal pistol, so now they could pick up the weapons that they just got there too. That was fantastic for them. That was great for their eco. It was great to get the additional point onto the board. What a fantastic round by Valorando.
Yeah, I mean, blink and you'll miss it in that one. Definitely a massive turnaround. They need to tap into that once again. I think maybe even playing Philips Evangelium at their own game, right? Aggression with aggression, fire with fire. Really nice round coming in from them, but look at that angle. Jaken, he knows his angles on that B-bomb site. Crispy one from him. Look at managing to trade one back, but Jaken's still around. Really making use of this ADS, and I think it's something, again, if you come from maybe a slightly different title than CS, you're probably going to use that ADS a little bit more. A lot of the CS guys kind of want to stray away from it. It's just not natural, but it is definitely useful. Big damage done here in towards the middle by Kane. Chris as well, going to take down Dirtspo, and him from the side helps out his buddy Taint with another frag. Chris with a huge round. Oh, goodness. 3K coming in from him. Nothing too flashy, just very simple. Winning those aim duels, and another round for Valorando secured.
Yeah, 3 kills by him, setting up the initial one too. A great play by Chris here. Gets one of, I mean, the Sova play from him is just fantastic. Those Oldens in particular are just so good when he just keeps connecting them time and time again. Every single time he has the Hunter's Fury up, you need to watch out on the other side. The only one standing is Scoutmeister, and he's also just saying, okay, boys, not up for this one. 1v4, I like my weapon. Not really something that I need to engage into. Currently still holding on to his Vandal here. as we are looking into another victory for Valorando, which would be the 4th point on the board for them. So a tie in the series. This is pretty much everything that we expected from it after yesterday's match.
Yeah, like neck and neck, right? It is so close. Beautiful round. Beautiful round from Valorant. A beautiful couple rounds, actually, but this one particularly hands itself to Chris, for sure.
Yeah,
as we are seeing there. But yeah, his Sova is so good, right? And like you say, we will keep an eye on when he has that Hunter's Fury available. He spaces it so well. It's so good to watch. It's so good to watch, for sure. But another big round here for Valorando. They've got 4 ultimates available, so a lot of potential for them to break open a bomb site. Also, on the other side of things, not the best of buys coming through from Philips Evangelium.
Exactly. They didn't have enough resources here to get everybody a proper weapon in, so we have a few pistols in their hands now. It's going to be a tough round for them. Already setting everything up here with the Sheriff. If they can, of course, connect on the close distance, they might be able to get that quick headshot. Here comes the push through middle, going for the garage again from Valorando. One sitting over on C, still the orb, of course, in their hands, and Laka gets the kill against Jack, and Scoutmeister on the other hand.
Nice.
He takes Rax down, but Braxco is not hesitating. Trades with a double kill against Scoutmeister and NKX. Nicely done. 4 versus 2 situation now, and the rotation over towards A spot.
Yeah, this is a classic with aggression. To be honest, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. They're not falling flat to the window plate. Again, they're very prepared for it. Sure, they have to sacrifice Rax, but they have those players available coming from that kind of second mid area to trade. So really well done. Durspo, the only one left, does manage to pick up one, but not long for this world at all. Nice 3K coming in from Braxco. Everybody chiming in here for Valorando, which is when they look their scariest.
And this is, of course, on the attacker side, and we've seen them time and time again on this map just doing so much better on the defender side. So this is a really good start for them into this match. We have them also with really good resources right now. Philips Evangelion on the last map, we pointed it out, they had multiple players that went only for a small buy, only afforded a pistol here, but we're fully equipped now. And pretty much none of the ults really had to be used, so we have 4 of them still ready for Valorando, which is fantastic for them. Phoenix comes in with his own ult, trying to make a play here, pushes out, but there's nobody here. Instead, we have the aggression towards C. The wall is in. They're going to break through that very quickly, as it seems they're boosting him over, actually. Nice done. Boosted over the wall. Only one standing. Kane comes in with a kill. Chris with a double. Scoutmeister, Violi, both down. Fantastic setup again. The spy on the ground. 5 versus 2. Valorando. Great execution. And also sneaky little move here with the wall again, just boosting them over.
Yeah, really nice idea. Really nice idea, actually. I don't think we've seen that very often, considering we are in a very, you know, team-based, coordination-based tournament here, of course. And it's a great idea, because the thing is, with spraying through the sage wall as a team, it really gives you position away. You are obviously wasting bullets. You might end up getting caught with very little to no ammo. But boosting over it, very quiet setup, very subtle, and obviously going to surprise your opponents.
Of course, you can always consider playing Raze, right? But is it worth it picking that hero only to burst through a Sage wall? You can definitely make it happen with the Satchel. Jackin, by the way, with 2 kills, Drake's Brax go down now as well. So 2 kills for him towards the end of the round. That was actually quite neat. Affords him another 400 credits for this round and forces a rebuy on those 2 agents. Valorando with the 6-4 lead at this point. Still all the resources that they need in order to buy here. Laka obviously with his operator in a very critical comfortable position for himself. 9,800 credits. And NKX still with the Sheriff.
It's a bit of a difficult time, I think. They're losing control of certain areas a bit too easily. And Valorando seem to have hit their groove. And if you look, for so many rounds now, Khaldor, they have had 4 ultimates available. Yeah, and Chris, I think, is pretty close to getting his as well. So, going to burst in towards the A site here. They tried to go for a gamble stack towards middle. Nice pickup by Braxco. And I feel like on this bomb site, that's got to be the round. They still have Sage up here. I think she still has the wall available. So there goes your yellow rotation. spike going to go down? 5 versus 4. They are going to go for it, but no one on the flank. It's not looking too good here. I think Sova gains a little bit of information there as they're going to start to clear out some angles and realize the only place they can really come from is Heaven. Slow Orbit, Yellow, Durspo is just not really able to find anything. This is so tough for them. And like I say, so many ultimates available. Looker with the double off the orbital strike. And there goes the round, 100%.
Yeah, Omen is already incredibly low. He's sitting at 41 HP. That's just not enough against the 5. Might get 1 kill, not even that. Rax comes in and just takes him down. That's 4 versus 7. And boy, they are mad. This is revenge. Valorando looking really happy here right now. Coming in, dominating from the go. After yesterday's debacle in the winners bracket, they're just looking great here. And this match is going to show us who moves on to the grand final to face off against the Buffaloes, and so far it seems that Valorando has the best shot to make it happen. Last round in the half, and they still have 3 ults available.
They're just not needed to use them, right? I think it's a really good control of their ordnance. Looker comes in with an opening pick. You can just work off of that, really. Bjorli does trade him back, and NKX holding the angle here. Not too bothered that his fire rate is slow. Gets another one as well. That's pretty big. That's the spike carrier. Valorando might just have let this final round slip.
Only 2 remaining. If they can't get another kill quickly, then they have definitely a problem. Of course, there's still 2 ults, so we could see the Resurrect. If they can just guard Sage long enough to get that through, that would really help. Turn it into a 4 versus 3. Give them maybe another shot here. Definitely talking through this right now. Should see the Resurrect any moment. There it is. Rax the one. They're still holding the angle on A long. Ah, but the kill against Rax from behind in this case. There's Spo sitting there. Good timing from him. Moves in, gets the kill. Here comes the one against Chris. Caned with a pop. The double. But still finding himself in a 1v2.
Opens up the doorway here. Got an awful lot of ordnance left and a lot of time to work with. Yeah, I was going to say, he could keep moving. They're not expecting this at all. Both of them walking towards A gives him so much time to just keep on moving. Oh, this would be massive. This would be massive, but it would be classic Kane, to be honest. After yesterday, we did see him pull off some relatively crazy rounds. They're now going to figure out that he's not A, but he could still be B, could still be C. The spike will go down. They're going to waste a bit of time looking around B. If he holds on to this wall, he's got to hold on to this wall, though. Not going to use it too early. And they're split up as well. This is definitely doable, Khaldor.
If he actually pulls it off. That's insane. 1v4. He got 2 kills already. Tries to get one here. It goes down. Despo is putting an end to the little Cinderella story over here. So that's the final round and a half. Philips Evangelion picking up a 5th point. Yeah, got a couple of replays. Some of the halftime up here. But that would have been the play towards the end.
Yeah, I think that may well have been kind of the proverbial nail in the coffin, if that one had been pulled off. Morale-wise, it would be very difficult to come back from that. For sure. But we'll see here. We will see, because I think Philips Evangelium, they have a bit more prominence on the attacking side from what we've seen across the course of the 2 days so far. And now they have 5 members, so hopefully they can put up a bit of a better fight on the attack as well.
Yep.
Really looking forward to what they can pull off here.
Exactly, and they have to do a lot because, as we said before, Valorant, they excel on Haven on the defender side for sure. It's usually a bit easier here, and they have great agents for that too. We've been talking about these Cypher plays over and over again. But here come the attackers in that first round, of course. A few ghosts in their hands as they make the move towards A. A short and A long, both getting attacked at the same time. Here, information is there now. Sniffed out a little bit, and good hold so far from Rax with his Cypher. The rest is rotating over. Slowly making the approach here, and Sinner already on the ground. The flash comes in too. They get the kill in. Rax gets the first one. Scoutmeister down. And here we go. Jacken eliminated. Rax finally taken down 2, but just look at those hit point pools. In comes Phoenix, healing himself up through the wall. But that still leaves Omen with only 12 HP. He still got the spike though.
True, that is very true, but they're starting to back away from A and split the defense a little more. I love this mid-round call here from Valorando to not just all stick on A, not giving them any chances at all. Obviously, I don't think they quite have the information in that Omen is as low as he is, so they're not taking any chances with it.
4 versus 2 situation. B being held, 1 on A, on the Windows side. Defenders, really, really nicely set up now once again. 22 seconds left, all that they got. Spike plant alone would already be huge again, another 300 credits, but it's not happening. Kane comes in, takes NKX down, Spike on the ground, and there's just not enough time anymore for Bjorli to pick it up and plant it, but it doesn't matter since Kane comes in and gets the second kill. 8 versus 5. Nicely done as the defenders set up once more. Cypher already on the way towards A. He's been the one consistently that was holding the line here for his team, holding on to A for as long as possible. And let's see how Philips Evangelion is setting this up this time. They need to break through that defense somehow, and so far they haven't really found the answer. Very different situation from what we've seen yesterday, where they were ahead for most of the game. But right now they have to bridge that 3-point gap.
Of this angle, did see Kane do very well with the Marshall. Chris is joining him in this round as well. A really good, strong sniper to get, right? You've got a lot of range on it and some nice shots coming across the map for all the players. Jaken will trade one back, but he's the only one left. But yeah, it's such a good gun because in this round, more likely than not, the attacking side are not going to have armor. That Marshall is like a one-shot to the chest. It does 100 damage exactly on the dot, so it will get the kill in your chest. Does slightly less in the legs, obviously more in the head. So it's a really good weapon to pick up against players that don't have any armor. Now, into this round is where it gets a little riskier. And this is what I was kind of touching on yesterday. They could possibly pick up a few more rifles here, actually, with the creds that they've got available. But, like, the attacking side seemed to be able to get out quite a strong buy, where the defending side still have some weaker weapons in there because they just can't afford to get them. At the moment, though, they are kind of bonusing. NKX,
Beautiful.
free kill. That's unlucky.
Yeah, that was actually really well done. Push out a little bit, sees him in the corner, ult is being used, and he just gets the easy kill in there. That was a great start. You just talked about how important this round actually is for Philips, especially since Valorando, as you said, they have a few weapons where they would definitely love to have an upgrade at some point here, but that early kill put them into a 5 versus 4 situation now. So that's a perfect start into this round. And if Valorando takes it and gets the 10th point, that's a fantastic spot to clutch out the game too.
That's exactly how you do it, right? This is how you look into the tactical FPSs. It's how a lot of teams do it. When you're on the defending side, you're going for this bonus buy and you don't have as many strong weapons, you get aggressive. Yeah, you take some initiative because you still have a bit of money left in the bank to spend into the next round. So take that initiative. It's a really, really good job from them. Unfortunately, they are trying to claw it back here on the Philips Evangelium side of things. A lot of action over on that B-bomb side as they're all grouped up here. The spike goes down briefly. I think it has been spotted. Rax coming in on the rotations, but Chris showing the limitation of that Marshall. It's now a 2 versus 1 in favor of the attackers.
Luck at the last man standing for them now. Yes, about to plant on C. He's coming in from B. Could actually get the kill here on the right if he is able to pick that one up. That would be fantastic, and he actually does. Lucka come in, already dropping the stim here and not using it for now. Obviously, you expect someone to be standing there, so he's not picking it up just yet. Needs to swing around the corner, gets the kill in against Jacken. Lucka with a big boy play and picks up the 10th point for his team. Nicely done, winning the 1v2.
That's massive. That is really, really big. Everything I've just touched on about the economy, right? It's really, really nice for them now because they've got a bit of extra cash available. As you can see, there are some very rich players here already building up because of the fact that they didn't deeply invest into that previous round. I think we've seen a lot of teams in that situation where they've won the pistol, won the second round, and then into that third round, spend all of their money and kind of play it a little bit wrong, and then they've got no money left. Whereas Valorando are making a very, honestly, CSGO-minded economic decision, but all the same, it works effectively here in Valorant as well, if not more effectively, because the weapons are a little cheaper. So a really, really good play, and of course, a beautiful push.
Yeah, talking about money, there's not a lot left for Philips Evangelion, so they couldn't go for the full buy here. That sets them back even further, and losing another round would already be a minor disaster, since we already have 10 points for Valorando and a 5-point gap between the two. They need to somehow try and pick something up here, but it's not going to be easy at all. Yeah, the peek again. Ooh, goes for the cage, and Rax gets the kill against Despo.
I think the cage makes that really awkward, right? It slows you down and everything, so it's very hard to rush through those cyber cages.
Yeah.
Scoutmeister, though, is on the backside. This could be dangerous. He's already picked up one, spots out a second. Molly going to go in very quickly. Kate, though, nice and smart, moves out of that corner, recognizes that could be a fact.
B.
Rax.
They go for B, but Laka with another kill takes Scoutmeister down. Nicely done. 4 versus 3. Numeric advantage once again. Plan comes through, though. The spike on the ground now.
You're dead.
Here comes Phoenix. Phoenix with the ult, looking for it. Everybody is still moving back, moving through the tunnel towards B now again. Phoenix ult, nothing that he got out of this. Running it back. Window, needs to be super careful. Jumping out, can they get the kill? Yes, NKX goes down. But the counter kill against Chris. Rax comes in, takes Bjorli. Jackin takes Laka. 2v1, and that is it. Valorando with another point. 11-5 on their way to victory here. Philips Evangelion. They can go for full buy now, but this round did not quite work out for them. They at least planted a spike that was already big. But now they have to really gain some momentum here if they want to have a chance to move on to the grand final of the LVL Valorant Clash.
Yeah, I talked up their attack. I talked up that their attack was going to be strong, but it's not looking too good so far. And now they're in a really tough spot. Their economy not fantastic. Scoutmaster doing exactly what he does on that Marshall. But then 2 Bulldogs in play as well. Difficult to tell what kind of ordnance they've got at the moment, but I would imagine it's relatively good. They've all got a little bit in the bank left. But all the same, it's not really coming down to that. It's not coming down to the weapons or the ordnance that they have available. They've had a lot of rounds where they've had everything available. They're just not able to find the frags. Looker just about escaping the orbital strike. Chris, of course, clean one tap from him down long. And an early man advantage for Valorando. Ooh, and there it is once again. They're really trying to get the best of these traps, and I think you just kind of have to say, okay, we can't get through short when Cyber is here. Yeah, it's very, very difficult, so let's just ignore it. But they keep bashing their head against this wall and losing then every single round to Rax. And
Rax is just sitting there, it's like, keep him coming, boys. He gets 1 kill after another in the same situation. And Braxco now taking Scoutmeister out. That's fantastic. A 5 versus 2 spot. They have 4 ults at this point. A flawless round as they pick up the 12 point. That's in total 8 match points that they have now with 4 ults available. And Kane only needs 1 single point towards his ult in order to have the Resurrect ready. There's Bulldogs on the side of the attackers. This is really tough for Philips Evangelion. Valorando is just playing out of their mind right now. They wanted the revenge for the winner's bracket match. They were not happy with the results at all. They were not happy with how the match went down. They wanted a revenge, and they look like they might just be able to get it here and advance to the grand final. Fantastic performance. There's the ult already. Comes through. Count on the other side. Everybody hitting it. Laka with a kill. Braxco with a follow-up.
Looking so good early on. They managed to get the 2 opening picks again. Oh no! Rax, he's changed things up slightly. Still getting those frags through smokes, though. Absolutely loving life. Will eventually be dealt with, but it has cost Philips Evangelium so much here. NKX pretty much the only one to keep them alive, and he might just be able to do that. Look at this, the damage. Oh, NKX. A huge round coming through. It's all onto Chris on the Sober. They're very low HP, and he gets both of them at the same time. Oh my goodness, a crazy, crazy, crazy round to end it on. But Valorando will edge it out in the end. An incredibly dominant performance there, particularly on the defensive side of Haven.